Hello everyone, this will be the review of game Panic Room 2 Hide and Seek, even though OBS is showing the name of the game as Freedom for unknown reason. And in this time I wasn't given a key by the developer. The key that I got was just some game currency. The game is free to play, so I usually don't do it, but this time I decided to actually show you the game, because it's not only about this game, it's also about the business model and the idea how people try to make money on Steam, and not only on Steam but usually due to a lot of microtransactions in the game. I played a couple of those games. There are usually free games, both on Steam and other places, for instance Facebook. So I decided to tell you about it since I already got this on Keymailer, even though it shouldn't be on Keymailer. It's not a game key, it's just a free game with additional currency that I don't really care for. So I'm gonna try to show it to you. The game has very strange resolution, and this is the full screen mode, which is slightly bigger, but still the game doesn't fill the entire screen. So I'm gonna go out of OBS and kinda into the game and show you the options. The options allow us to switch off music and switch off effects, ambient sounds, and probably switch somehow image quality and environmental animation, and has the general slider. I went quite highly down, but I still can hear the ambient sounds, I guess. So that's the whole settings you get, and you can push this button to full screen or window mode. Window mode, as I said before, has very strange resolution, so I'm gonna abandon it. And now the main core of the game is to play a hide and seek game, or rather a hidden object game. We look for hidden objects just like in other games I was showing to you, but the main core of the game is based on this one gimmick with the one gimmick with hidden objects. Right now we are in the base room. It has this safe that I found. The game is generally running on real time. We have the energy that fills 1 point every 3 minutes. So every 2 hours and 30 minutes you get full energy to spend. You have to wait with the safe 24 hours, and here when I came back to this main room I can click those guys to get some strange currencies, or well, I think those are experience points. I'm not entirely sure. This is called freedom, so we get those feathers, and all the stuff here seems to be inactive. We cannot use save yet. We cannot use the chest. I'm not sure if this is gonna change. You basically get this very basic room when you start the game. This is the main area of the game. I'm gonna click it in a moment, maybe now. So we are in this strange old house, and we have to play the, well, the mini game. I'm gonna try to play one of the, well, iterations of the mini game. I'm not sure what this is. Okay, this is locked. So generally it looks like this. You see the room, then you enter it at the cost of energy. Once you enter it, you have to solve a specific puzzle. Usually it happens by comparing what's in the room with the names, or sometimes you have the pictures. There are different iterations of it. In this case, you have to find those things. You have to find radio, rapier, dragonfly, and camera. And I'm bad at this. I'm just gonna click some stuff randomly, probably. If you do it too much, you lose time, and generally speaking, you will eventually fail. So you can also use specific items that allow you to, for instance, slow down time, or see instantly one of the items, or uh, well, glue some items to the cursor, or in this case, yeah, make dark room bright, because the room might be also more difficult. It might be completely dark. So in this case, I'm just gonna probably click a bit around, try to find something. See, you get the minus energy and minus what's the other thing? The minus time, yes. And then you have to either spend the specific items you have, or you have to simply be good at it and keep finding the items. I would say that this particular game is harder than other that I played. I played a couple of them, even on Steam, and this one is rather hard. So the game is kind of trying to make you purchase items, and I have no idea, by the way, where is the film clapper. Oh, this is it. Okay, so I made it. The game is trying to coerce you into microtransactions, basically. So if you solve it, you get something. You find like one item that does something else. Basically, you have tons and tons of items to find and progress. This is one of the things you can do. You can basically play a game and spend your energy. Now it's slowly regaining itself. It's telling you the time. And this is my level. This is what I did. I reached one level from 1 to 2. This is probably, what is it? Okay, it's a membership of a faction that's not active yet. Leaderboards, I'm not going to even click it. And those are active later. So you have events. There was something else that I wanted to show you that is, yeah, maybe this is it. Not really. Limit of friends. I've seen something that activates later. Yes, it tells you level 10 is needed, and here it tells you level 6 is needed, right? So it should be telling you instantly when you hover on it. It doesn't tell you. Those things will be active once you get all the levels, and basically if you want to do it slowly, you have to play for many days. Just burn your energy, try again, get some experience, and slowly progress. Those are the currencies. Now, if you go to currencies, you are met with this ridiculous, completely ridiculous microtransaction window, which is well, asking like $75 or $100 for the currency to just speed up the game. The copper thing is the same. Again, ridiculous prices. The lowest is $2. The highest is $100. So this is, in my opinion, this is a money grab attempt based on kids who who have no idea what's the real value of money, and it can boost the price of the game to a ridiculous number. The game itself is quite okay because I did play some of them as a time sink, and I don't mind playing those games. It's just that the microtransaction thing is very, very ridiculous. You might in one specific case pay money if you want to thank the developers for making the game that you enjoy, and in that case you might of course spend like $1 or $2 for the game, or maybe more if you think the game is worth that much. If not, you can just choose to play it as a free game. Usually if I play those games, it's because I cannot just buy a game that I want. I can't buy a game for like $15 that I've seen on Steam. I have no money, but I want something to play. In that case, I move to free games. And if I see microtransactions in those games, it's always ridiculous to me, because if I had the money, if I had, $7, I would buy myself Hollow Knight or another big full game on sale and just play that game instead. I wouldn't play this as a time sink, which is kind of like Facebook game or a mobile game that you can use, of course, to spend some time, but not necessarily treat it as a fully fledged AAA title that is worth more than $5, more than $10, and so on. Basically, invest in it highly because it's so great. It's not so great. It's just playable, I would say. You can play it in small increments, burn the energy. Play like 4 or 3 mini games, then switch off the game, come back next day, and slowly progress. If you start paying for it, it's becoming completely ridiculous, because I don't play the game because I want to finish it as fast as possible. I play the game because I want some sort of entertainment that is free, because I cannot afford anything else, and I want the game to last. I don't want the game to be fast forward to the end for my well, the entirety of my wallet for ridiculous numbers. If you wanted to just burn through the game very quickly, you would have to spend probably thousands of dollars on all possible items and bonuses, because there is tons of them, and that's completely ridiculous. I would rather just simply buy even a fully fledged game for full price. I would rather spend like $50 on Vampire and just play it, not put all that money here and not even finish the game, because you wouldn't finish this game for $50. That would be way not enough to just do everything, do all the items and all the mini games and everything. So it's just strange that people try to do it. This problem is repeated in very free games that have the same business model, basically some gameplay blocked by some sort of energy spending, or sometimes the game is just very grindy if you don't pay. For instance, you could grind it for a whole day, like for instance Gems of War, but it would be slow. If you pay for some VIP status, you will be getting all resources, for instance, twice as fast. So this is gonna slow down or rather speed up the grind and make it more bearable if you just don't have much time. So you're basically paying for the lack of time, which is to some extent understandable, but you know, if you don't have time to play games, probably you have money. If you have money, you can simply buy better games, and even short ones, but just better in general. You don't have to spend time in free games, spending still your hard-earned money on it. It's very, very strange and ridiculous to me. The game itself is quite okay if you like the hidden object mode. I'm gonna now try to push the story, whatever it is. You get some stuff like this. Yes, you will get the key and some experience if you do something, right? I'm gonna complete this. I'm not sure if I'm completing this previous one. Maybe yes, because I have now more experience. I'm just clicking forward, trying to... Oh yeah, this is, I guess, this is the next quest. Yeah, it's gonna put us to the next level. That is just the same. This is the same mini game, just different environment, different picture, and different objects, but the type of the mini game is the same. It's just the same hidden object game. So we go inside. Now we have a slight amount of the story, some dialogue goes on. Most of those games do have dialogue, a very slowly going story. If you go without money, you will probably play only a couple of mini games per day, and you will wait for the energy to recover. So we'll see only a few lines of dialogue. Then you will have to well, basically solve the puzzle, find the items and so on. I'm gonna just click stuff kinda randomly. We need a broom. Yeah, sharp objects are attacking me. That's quite interesting. I will probably waste all the energy on this because I have no idea what I'm looking for. Knight. I don't know what they consider to be knight. This could be a picture. This could be a figurine. This could be something else, like I don't know, real knight, knight armor, or other things. Keys as well. They can be embedded into environment. That can be lying around, hanging somewhere, and so on. It's quite hard actually. This game is quite hard because I've played other ones and they were easier. I don't see any cookies, for instance, whatsoever. So probably, what is it? Should I use this? No, I don't need it. Okay, I'm gonna just use laser. So the laser is gonna solve it for us, right? There was something, I didn't see it completely. Where is it? I don't see anything here, to be honest. It's showing here, but I don't see anything here. Maybe the game is broken. Maybe it's loading. I don't know what's going on now, really. What is this? I don't know. Doesn't work. Right. Once again, maybe. No, it seems broken, to be honest. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Can I even click something? Yeah, my internet is working correctly, but for some reason I cannot move on. Can we go out of this? Can we lose? Yeah, it seems broken. Kinda. I don't know what happened. It's like this should be a laser dot, not a laser round object. That doesn't work. I cannot do anything here. Let's see what's the cost of that. It's a gold token, so it's those expensive ones. Again, right? So you would burn through them very quickly. The same and the same, right? And this one, it seems stuck. I would have to probably wait to the end. I wonder if we can go back. Probably we cannot. Let's see. This doesn't work. Hover ups work. This is not gonna allow me to go out of here. I would probably have to fail this one. Yeah, it seems broken. Let's see if we can... No, this is just changing from... Now I see this magnifier. I have to go back to the full screen. I don't know what happened really. Just seems stuck on the laser dot. I'm trying to click something but doesn't seem to react. Time is running out. I think I'm gonna leave it for 1 minute. And yeah, I guess I'm gonna leave it and then we'll finish. So basically that's the gameplay. The gameplay is just about finding object that's named here, using items that cost you pretty much real money or some tokens if you have any. Instead of the key for the game, which is free to play, I just got currency. Probably that was gold. I mean copper, I guess, because I had like 10 gold or something and 5,000 of those. So maybe there was like 10 gold and 5,000 of those. I don't know how I got the other 4, no idea, but maybe I got them somehow. This seems to work because I burned some energy, then when I came back I had 50 again. So this is generally how it works. There are better games kinda like this one. I'm playing actually one of those games now, and I played one in the past, so I played like at least 3 games with this one on Steam, probably more. And some other games that are not the same genre, but they use the very same business model. They also have the general free-to-play model, but you can speed up the progress with the money, and usually the prices are very, very ridiculous. So I cannot recommend paying for this game because I generally don't pay for free games, especially if they are average. If they are just not necessarily something I would play for fun, they are just time killers that I can play if I have nothing else. Also, there are other genres and other types of games, also better games in this particular genre. Okay, I just want to go out of this. Would you like to continue? I don't want to continue. I would like to go out. Can we go out? Yes. I know why this button broke, so I'm gonna do the same. And I'm gonna use simply I'm gonna use couple of times the same laser. We're gonna see if the laser is still broken. Let's see if we see the 16. We do see the 16 totem. I don't see the totem. Maybe that's the totem. Yes. Dart. Where is dart? Could be there. Okay. Dartboard. It's there. Chest. Okay, I see it. Briefcase, brush, broom. Briefcase, brush, broom. I see none of these. This is apparently brush. Briefcase and the broom. Broom. I see the broom. I don't see the briefcase. Maybe now I can. Briefcase. That's the briefcase. Okay. Alright, so the story keeps going. Some puppeteer guy. Were like people in the house. They're looking into the mystery, kind of like Scooby-Doo. And we did something. We reached some progress. We found an item. Maybe we did the quest. And what is it? Let's just go. Okay. Alright, you get level and you get higher time limit. What does it mean? Yes, I probably got gold for the leveling. So a life limit makes it that you will eventually play less because this will feel for 3 hours. If it goes to, let's say, 8 or 12 hours, if you boost your life or energy limit higher, you will load the game only once or twice a day because you just let it load, just get out of the game, wait for the energy to fill and play it less. So eventually you will just be playing with free energy once or twice a day, and that's the best way to play those games, just to completely ignore microtransactions, play until you burn your entire energy, maybe even play a couple of those games at once, one after the other, and slowly progress. Then the game is the most satisfying. You just slowly reach the progress. You have some time sync day by day. You don't have to pay anything. So that's the way to do it. If you, however, want to pay those ridiculous money for just a few things, of course you can, but I wouldn't definitely recommend it. Maybe I have 20 gold. I don't really see the number. Maybe this is 2. Maybe I have 26, so I had 20 somehow. I'm not sure how I got that. Now maybe, well, okay, I'm gonna completely ignore friends. You can definitely add friends, and they're gonna usually get you like an item or some energy, but you have to basically keep adding them and repeat them, well, returning the favor every day. You can do it if you want to, but it's just an additional way to reach some energy. And then what else you have? You have gifts that, as you can see, cost money, which is again ridiculous. You just burn through your tokens and you have nothing. This is what, not sure how you open it. Yeah, you can unlock for tokens, again, money sink, like real money sink, those are inactive. Then we have inventory. This is stuff I found, so I can now restore some life with those items. Basically, if I use that, I can go on, I can go through more mini games until I run out. If I run out, I have to spend real money to get it. Then we have collections. Collections allow you usually to get a reward after you collect items, and this is some sort of season collection. I'm not sure how it works. You can basically keep finding items or pay for them. This is again a money sink if you want to. You can try to get it from friends, but usually you have to basically pay for it and buy it from the shop, which is of course another way to drain your tokens or gold tokens and make you pay money, which I'm absolutely against. That's puzzles, which is inactive now. Oh, actually it is, but I have no pieces. Let's see if you can see it. No, nothing, of course. I could of course buy pieces, which I don't want to. And then we have the store. Right, so the store, let's go from here. You can spend gold to get VIP, which kind of makes sense if you can get 30 gold by just leveling. And if not, of course, you have to buy gold and then buy VIP and then play regularly. Then you can have, well, variety of items. All of them cost this gold tokens. So of course that's very big amount of money just to have some boost to your general gameplay. You can get items that increase your energy, again for real money, kinda so. Copper coins, yes, you can get some stuff for this currency, but as you can see, this 5,000 I have only allow me to buy 1 or 2 items, and then I will just run out. Of course, they are probably, yeah, this one lasts 1 hour, so I could actively play for an hour, then be done. This is useful because it gives you 3 items instantly, but again, this is real money. Same here, all the pieces cost real cash, right? This is like $2 probably, and you need 24 of them to solve it. So that's completely crazy and ridiculous prices. I might want those, but I don't know what they're used for. It's not explained. I don't know what's the point of catching black ravens or grey rats. I know if I should invest it or not. If I do, I will lose all of it. I will have to grind it again or pay for it. How much would be 5,000? At least $2, right? Because you can get 5,000. You can get minimum 7, yes, 14. So this is like 1 item or 2 items for $2. Ridiculous, completely ridiculous prices. Luckily, you can get some of it for free, and you can just keep playing for free as much as you want. Also, the game is very small, so you can try it out if you want. Let's see, the player diary. It gives you a little bit of the story. Of course, goes on. Yeah, 1 entry so far. Then we have some quests. I'm gonna just maybe take it. Yeah, as you can see, this is growing, and we can as well just maybe open the quests. Can we open 2 of them? Not sure. Those look active, so apparently I can just solve one of the rooms and keep progressing. As you can see by the number of entries, there will be a lot of it. 78 entries, 47 here. Not sure how far it goes, but generally the game is designed in such a way that if you want to progress quickly, you have to pay. If, however, you want to play for free, you will just have a game that will last for months, maybe even years. Hard to say, but I actually play Gems of War for probably over 2 years or maybe 5 years. I'm not sure even. I have like 10,000 hours in it. Completely for free. I never paid any money. So if you want a game that you will play in very small increments from time to time, completely for free, you can do it. If you want to pay the developers, I would recommend just picking a specific amount of money. If you think the game is $2, just pay once and be done with it. Never pay more than necessary, because this is a very big money sink, and you have to be just very careful with spending, because this game can drain your wallet completely, and every other similar game can do the same. There is many games that do it. You have to make your own decision. Do you want to help the developers or not? The game is free, so you can test it, but just be aware that those prices are completely ridiculous. It's not like you get a VIP amount, VIP account for $5 and will last forever. No, it's just gonna be a few days or 30 days or something, and then you have to pay again and again and again. Especially if you can't play by daily basis, if you will have to, like, do some stuff in real life, and all of that will be wasted. Then it's very bad deal. So I know this business model. I get it. I understand that they want to make money because they made a game, but I'm not really in good terms with how they do it. I mean, the prices are completely ridiculous. This game, uh, it could be either treated as free stuff that you can give tips for, in which case you would probably pay the lowest money possible, like $2 is more than enough for a game like this. Or you can, or they could rather change the business model and just slap a price to the game according to its quality, right? If this is just basically this one mini game with finding objects in different rooms and some other buttons to click, it's not a very well developed game, so it could be sold for $1 or $2, just buy and play. However, they try to milk you for as much money as possible, and the whole game is designed so you will burn your resources completely, and then you will be out of them. You have to pay and pay and pay again, which I'm against. I'm generally against high prices of games. I understand that people should be paid for what they did, but some money that is mirroring their efforts, right? This is basically a 2D game, very basic graphics, just stationary 2D pictures, some stuff to click. This is this type of game that could be done 20 years ago. I wouldn't price it on more than $1, to be honest. However, yes, the gameplay can be fun if you like it. If you like slow progress that goes for months, and you want some time sink, a free game, some small activity that you can really play for just a few minutes, burn your energy, and then turn off the game and come back next day, it might be satisfying, because I do play a couple of those games. I did play them in the past, but I had the rule of actually never paying. If I am to pay, I'm just choosing the closest game in my money range, whatever I can afford. I just buy it on Steam on sale, and I'm happy with an actual game that I want to play. Just stuff like, I don't know, Reason 3 for $5, right? Or Payday 2. I wanted to play it. I paid $5 on the sale, and I was happy with my purchase, right? I bought a fully fledged game that I played for a longer period of time, and I was satisfied with it. I would never pay $100 on a free game with pretty much low amount of effort put in it. It's not that it's lacking content, because it's prolonged. It's prolonged on purpose, so you don't finish in one day. It's a long game, clearly, and all of those games are kind of long, because they want to milk you for as much money as possible, so they make it so your progress will be slow, even for years sometimes. But those games are rather repetitive, and they just use one or two gimmicks. They use this one mechanic in terms of Gems of War. It was match 3, and cards collecting in terms of let's say Hearthstone. It was again deck building and spending money. If you were too impatient, you could buy the cards instantly, of course, for ridiculous money. Same goes here. It's a hidden object game, basically, just like any other hidden object game on Steam. Just it's free, and it has those crazy microtransactions. So I think I covered the game enough. I told you about the business model. You can look for free games on Steam, and when you see a free game, be aware that it might have this or very similar business model. It might be trying to milk you for money. It might have ridiculous prices or not. Sometimes you can get like one level of VIP for $2, and that's pretty much as you should pay, not more than that. It depends on the game. There is a way to play for free in that way. You can just look for free games on Steam and play them. Just be aware that they will be trying to do this whole gimmick about if you want to progress faster, if you want to level up, if you want boosts, pay us. And then you have to ask yourself, do you want to pay for free game multiple times, or would you rather just spend your money on an actual full game that's also on Steam and that could be bought cheaply on some sale. I personally don't hate those games. I kinda play them sometimes if I just need a time sink, but I don't pay for them. I covered it because I got it on Keymailer. I wanted to tell you about the business model and the whole thing. It exists. I know it for years. If you have any questions, you can write them in the comment. So that would be it for the review of Panic Room 2 Hide and Seek, which is the actual name of the game on Steam. And I will see you guys in the next review.